action really against another team since you've been in the league. How do you feel like you played, and what you like, and what didn't you like?
Yeah, obviously there's ups and downs, good and bad. It's tough when when you come out, you come off the field. There's always a lot of emotions. You're going through things. So when we cut on the tape is when we really get a chance to learn and see, all that went well, all that could have gone better. But it was definitely a great opportunity. They have a great defense. For us as a unit, it was a great opportunity for us to go up against different faces. So I think as a unit we were able to grow, and we're going to keep doing it. I'm sorry. There's someone that's a little rude that looks like is just interjecting, but.
Brian Burns from BB Love Entertainment. How's it, being on a team with a guy such as Brian Burns? Like, let us know about that.
Yeah, I think that it's just great when you have a locker room and a group of guys that we're all bought in, and we all care, and we all care about the team, we all get along so well. Like, it's a great concept, and we're like one player away from that, of us just really being like just a complete, we all love each other. It's just a great locker room. There's just that one guy that's just there, and I think people,
Well, what about the Aaron Rodgers
factor, being around him and getting
No, it was definitely great. It's great being able to see him work and see him operate. That's someone that I've, observed and always, looked at and watched for a long time for me growing up. Being able to watch him in person, we were on different fields, so I didn't get to see all of his reps, but being able to see the things that I was, and he came up to me before and was really nice, and we were able to have some words, and again I have so much respect for him, and I'm really it's a great opportunity for sure. So I'm definitely grateful for it. Yeah, he came up to me before practice, and we were able to exchange some words there too, and again, which was super cool for me. A really great experience, and I'm excited for tomorrow as well, to be able to keep watching him and learn from him. So, it was more just more general talk. He talked a little bit about his experience, and wished me luck, and asked me about how things were going, and we both were warming up, so we both kind of had to get back to our teams and periods, but just for him to take the time and to come out and to say something again, it was really appreciated. So again, I have the utmost respect for him.
You're watching him up close.
Yeah, I think obviously you could just tell the command, how in control he is, confident he is in all that he does, and just the efficiency and decision making, making quick decisions. Again, knows where to go with the ball, and definitely has a great presence about him in the pocket. So again, I have the utmost respect for him.
That he was a huge fan of yours. Did he do that?
He did, and that was definitely an honor to hear. Someone who's definitely been a big fan of his for a long time now. So hearing that really, it definitely was, it definitely was great to hear. It definitely does mean a lot to me. Again, I have a bunch of respect for him. I'm excited to keep watching him and be able to watch him again tomorrow.
Coach Wright just talked about the tight end group being a point of emphasis this year, and what are you seeing from that group, especially Sullivan today having a nice day? What does it mean to you as a rookie too to have, I don't want to use the word safety valve, but knowing that you've got an outlet here or there, or guys that can make plays up the seam as well?
Yeah, no, it definitely means a lot for me. Having a tight end, again, a big target, someone who can get open, understands the game. And I'm not only do we have a bunch of those guys, but guys that are great guys in the locker room, really care, really want to win, want to compete. It's not guys you ever have to ask ask about, let's get some extra reps. They're the first people coming back after every play. Hey, how was this? I was thinking this. What were you thinking? And just wanting to get back on that same page, which is huge for me, especially as a young quarterback. So I'm super excited about the tight end group that we have, and I'm excited to keep growing with them.
One more on Aaron, if you don't mind. He said over in his press conferences, one piece of advice he'd offer you is to be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up after mistakes and so on. What do you think about that?
Yeah, again, when you talk about someone like Aaron Rodgers, who's had so much success, and for so long. Any advice that he gives, I'm definitely gonna, definitely be receptive to and listen to. So, appreciate you for saying that. This is my first time chance to be able to hear that. So yeah, I'll definitely take that into account.
Having the benefit of joint practice, what have you learned about where you are at this point versus where you want to be?
Yeah, again, I think it's just great for myself, for us as a unit, us as a team to go against different faces. When you're playing against a similar system, and there's only so much you can build off of, and so much that it's a lot of chess because you're going against the same guys. The ins and outs of everyone. But being able to go against a different group, I think it's just great for me to be challenged, for us as a unit, as a team to be challenged. And I think that it's just a different type of competition. Again, us competing against each other, we're competing, but at the same time we know we're on the same team and we have each other's backs and we're going in the locker room together. And now we get to be able to really be that one unit against another team, which is great. It kind of helps bring us together. And I think just being able to have that competition is something that's really pushed me and allowed me to grow.
Frank said yesterday that there's like a different number one option on every play you go to the line, so it's not just one particular guy. How is that maybe more complicated than if you've got that number one receiver type out there on one side that you can always go to?
Yeah, honestly, I think that it just makes us more efficient as an offense. Obviously we have some great concepts from our offensive staff, and it makes it so that we really can read the concepts out, and we have a plethora of guys who can be number one guys or number one guys, and it changes, like you said, from play to play, and because of that, I feel like it makes us more versatile. So I think it's an advantage, really, again, for me to know the concept, try to dictate where my eyes go based off of coverage, and again, know that and have confidence that we have multiple guys that can win. And it's again, we have a bunch of guys that step up, and we're confident winning one-on-one matchups and getting open. And for me, that's the hard part. So I just do my best to find them and get them the ball.
How much is David? Hold on 1 second.
How does it feel to be the first overall pick?
It's a blessing, for sure. It's surreal. It was crazy when it happened, but now honestly you kind of forget about it. You go into the locker room, and I guarantee you nobody in there has cared too much. We're all equal in there. We're all brothers. We all play for each other. So it was definitely surreal at the time of draft night and everything. But now that we're here, I'm just another member of the team, someone who's trying to help the team in any way I can. So you forget a little bit, but it's a great question. I appreciate it.
How much of you studied Aaron Rodgers growing up? How much of like the arm angles and footwork do you attribute to what you studied watching him?
Yeah, I think not just for me, but for a lot of people, he's kind of opened that window and that door for people to change arm angles, and that to be he is consistent and has a rhyme or reason, not like he just freestyles, but to have the footwork that he does. And again, he was kind of, I think, really one of those main guys that was being able to perform consistently and stuck to that and made that a part of who he was. And I think not just myself, but a lot of people have attributed, before there's a negative stigma of, you have to do this, and, you have to throw the same way every time. And he was kind of the guy that opened the door that, not only can I just make it, but I can be consistent and elite, and have this as, not just something every once in a blue moon, but a part of my game. And, because of that, I think that was huge for me, create a lot of opportunity for myself and a lot of guys, in my generation, and a lot of guys are in the league now. And, again, he's been doing that for a lot longer than, it's kind of been talked about and celebrated and been popular. So I think, again, him just being a pioneer and paving the way for things like that is, again, one of the many reasons why I have a lot of respect for him.
During that scrimmage period, you guys, at the end, you guys were able to put together a pretty good drive. Can you talk about that drive and why it was important for you guys to kind of be able to get that rhythm going?
Yeah, it was just a end of half, 2-minute situation. So, anytime you're in that situation, you want to go get points, but also, you don't want to give the ball back to the defense. So, we want to be aggressive and, move the ball, try to get points. And, thanks to people around me, great play calling, we were able to, get down in that drill and, get a field goal out of it, which is, we always want to score points at the end of the half. But, I think, again, it was just us trying to execute. It was good to be able to have that situation, be able to push tempo, being able to, just be in a different situation. And, again, it's a great defense we're going against. So going back and forth, I'm trying to compete, and, we want to finish the day strong. And, that was, I think, a good I think that was a good period, offensively. But again, there's a lot of other aspects of the day, things that we want to continue to get better at and keep growing in, and things we didn't do as well that we have to correct. So, I think it was good to finish that way. But again, there's ups and downs and things we still need to get better at.
What's it like for a few more?
What's it like for you lining up across the way, Quinn and Williams are there, and then behind him, CJ Moses?
Yeah, it's really great to. Well, it's great from a from a college perspective. Not as great, from a quarterback perspective. Again, great players, and seeing them, seeing them on the other side is, again, great players, guys that we have a ton of respect for, and I think them being great, we're confident in our guys as well. So I think it's just that back and forth, us getting better, us pushing ourselves to grow. So us as a unit, that speaks to everyone, everyone up front, everyone in the box. It's great to be able to go against great guys like that and to push us, and hopefully us push them, and we're both getting each other better. So I think having guys of that caliber, I think it just, again, iron sharpens iron, and it makes us better. So we're definitely grateful for it.
Talk about the speed of the pass rush today against players that aren't on your team. Was that what you anticipated, kind of on par? What stood out to you today?
Yeah, again, it's definitely, sorry about that. Yeah, it's definitely competitive out there. Again, first, for us, first opportunity to be able to go up against a different team. There are a lot of competition from both sides, so things get intense. But because of that, there are certain plays that are faster, certain plays that slow down. But that's football. That's kind of always what it is. And we try our best to be consistent and steady, regardless of the ups and downs of tempo and hostility and changes of pace or whatever it may be, and try to make sure we're still executing through that. And I think sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't. We have to do it a lot more than we did, for sure. But I think that, again, that's what's getting us ready for game days, and this is what's pushing us to be a better team. So I'm definitely grateful for it.
We got time for two more, Alex and then John.
Bryce, was today Jonathan Mingo's best day of training camp?
I think I haven't really had we still haven't watched film yet, and I haven't necessarily, you got to reflect on a lot of days in practice. But again, I think Mingo did a great job today, but that's not something that's surprising for me. Again, he's been someone who's been really consistent. We're both being rookies coming at the same time. We're both growing together, and you see him just getting more comfortable, putting wins on tape, doing a lot of good things. And again, I think this has transpired throughout all of training camp. So it's great to have him. He makes my job a lot easier. Again, when there's guys open and guys that are doing a great job of winning, again, it's my job just to get them the ball, and I rely on them, and they do a great job of helping me out. So again, it's definitely not it's not out the blue, not unexpected at all. But I'm super excited about that.
Do you find joy in the spectacle that is this environment? It's not the Iron Bowl, but there's probably more cameras here than there are at some games.
Yeah, I think, again, I'm really grateful, for the fans that come out and support, everyone that comes out, the media, and like you said, everyone here that, I know that, it's not, it may not be the easiest. People are coming from different locations. It's not the easiest. So I'm grateful for everyone here and for all the fans that came out. And yeah, I think that pushes us. That definitely gets, it creates a great environment for us to compete, creates a great atmosphere. And again, that's something that you can't just replicate sometimes. We can't always have it. We walkthroughs and we go back and have close practices. You don't get to replicate that. So I'm super grateful for that. Again, it's hot, it's humid out here. I know it's not easy, but it speaks to us having amazing fans and great members of the media that have dedicated their time to do it. So I'm definitely grateful for it.
Thank you,
sure.
Bryce.
Appreciate
Thank
you
you,
guys.
everyone.